Floss Tube. It's Carolyn and Jean. We're your two tarts and our charts.
Oh, our
starts.
charts. Okay.
Our chart.
Yes.
We're going to do this again. Wait, I'll just edit it out. We're two tarts in our charts, which gives us lots of starts.
Yes. And that's why you haven't heard from us for so long.
Okay, let's do that.
We had to get some more starts.
All right, let's try. Ready? Okay. Hello, Floss Tube. It's Carolyn.
And Jean.
And we're two tarts and our charts.
And our starts.
And our starts. Our charts give us lots of starts.
And that's why you haven't heard from us for so long, because we had to get more starts.
More starts. Lots of starts.
If you believe that we ran out of starts, well, I have a bridge to sell you. No, we didn't run out of starts.
I have some floss. I have some floss that's 1,000 years old. I'm sure you'll all want it.
And I have some starts that are not 1,000, but a couple decades old. But
yeah,
I don't know if anybody'd want them, because I don't want them anymore.
Isn't that how it is? Like, you go through your tubs and your baskets and you think, oh, I really liked this back in 1975.
Why? And I go, why did I like this?
Right.
Ooh.
Right. Like, why did I start this?
Oh well.
Oh well. Someday, when we're unable to see Jean's 56 count linen anymore, we'll go back and pull out our stuff from the 70s that we started on 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
And finish. Oh, we're so glad to be back with you. We've been doing great, actually, just really busy. Jean has an update.
Well, I just, someone mentioned that they were concerned that I wasn't well because we hadn't done a video for a little while, and that's not true at all. I'm actually doing great. I'm going to have my 4th infusion on Wednesday, and I'm just over the halfway point then. I'll be finishing sometime in September, I think.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes.
So, and you're doing well?
Well, and this chemo cocktail is much easier, more tolerable. He took out the Taxol and replaced it with carboplatin. And that means nothing to many of you, but for some of you, I know you can relate. But anyway, I haven't lost my hair. I haven't lost my appetite. It's all good. It's really very, very tolerable.
Yeah, so. And you've been in the shop like lots and able to keep up mostly, and that's been been really nice.
Yes, I've enjoyed it.
There's a few rocky days, but then you're right back at it.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
And I run out of steam, but that's okay.
Right.
It's probably because I'm old and not having anything to do with the chemo.
What's my excuse? When I forget something, I'm like, I don't even have chemo brain to blame it on.
Oh, that's the worst.
Right?
Ooh, I said he got it from osmosis.
I read you said that the other day. You have it by osmosis. I can't remember anything. So we've but we have so much fun stuff to show you. We've been busily shipping out the Jane Fittest Stitch Along, and I think the girls are pretty much
they're all
they're all done with that. And there may be a few straws, and we do have leftovers. So if you want to be a part of Jane Fittest and you haven't purchased or ordered your supplies yet,
we have linen.
Okay. We have linen.
We have charts.
We have charts.
And we have silk.
We have silk, which will make a start. So good. So hop in. It's never too late to hop in.
Such a beautiful sampler.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really, really pretty. We have the model.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, right there on the wall.
On the wall. Oh.
Here, Jean's gonna go get the model.
I was going to look for it before we started, and I forgot.
Well, we were looking for a lot. There, look at that.
Oh, I love that.
Don't you just love those birds?
And I love the cat and the dog. So it doesn't matter which kind of animal, and the look at the birds and the deer. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And the colors are magnificent.
She has an amazing color way. It's just so happy.
Yes,
It's like a bright, happy sampler.
yes it is.
Mhm.
And it's not too big, it's not too overwhelming.
That's
Very
my
doable.
kind of sampler. I hate those big ones. I start the big ones. I don't finish the big ones.
Okay, I'm back.
Alrighty. Let's see. We have new linen in the shop. So this is what's going on behind us right here is new linen that we want to share with you.
Do we do it now? You want to do it
Sure,
now?
we might as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about. Oh no, let's first talk about the sampler.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I got first.
All right, 'cause- oh,
Guess who's stitching this one?
this is on silk gauze, 40 count silk gauze, and this is on 40 count vintage country mocha,
Mhm.
Newcastle over one.
Over one, with the continental stitch, right?
Yes, and
Here, you guys got to see this.
and what I plan to do is I've chose this linen because I thought the background looked quite a bit like this one, which is accomplished with thread. Well, now I don't have to stitch the inside.
Mhm.
I was trying to get the border so that I could put in a sample of this. I'll do that next time.
So you're gonna do the filling on
Just-
the
yeah.
outside.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Point over there. That doesn't work.
It's not even late.
I need a lot of practice at this. Here, I was going to do this fill in,
Yeah.
and I wanted to get a little bit of that done to show, but it didn't happen because I'm fickle and I start 3 other projects.
She is the starter. Sure, they're the starts. I collect the charts and you just do the starts.
Oh,
I know. I was looking. We're gonna take you over to the table where we have some more starts for you, and I'm like, what is that? What is that? What? Oh, so Gina, she loves the start. I love that, Jean. And
Isn't
I'm
that pretty?
well, I'm fairly lazy, so I just might not do that filling in business.
Oh yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah,
You can do it yourself. But what I think
I think that's so
we're
beautiful.
so fortunate because Linda Stoles of Erica Michaels Designs sent some 3 things for us. When I saw this model, the silk gauze model in
Market.
I knew I was coming down with cancer. And that verse just really spoke to me. So I had to pick it for the sampler of the month. And no, I'm not done with it. I'm diddling around. But this is the antique that inspired. Well, I think it's so neat to see where the designers go with what they have. And this is the
Right.
antique that she started with.
Yes.
And then she did this
Here's
beautiful.
the silk gauze. I'm going to read you the verse. It says, if I can, I
Yeah,
don't know if
I can't read it.
I know, here we are. Whew. No one can look upon the needle without emotion. It is a constant companion throughout the pilgrimage of life. Like, how often
It
do you
has
just...
been.
Yes.
It has been.
So much comfort in
Yeah.
the needle and the thread. I think
Yes.
that's one thing that people don't always understand that aren't needle workers.
Right.
They do, like, they're crafters, and some of my family members, they just do not get my needlework because
No.
it's slow process. It's little tiny X's one at a time, and they'll say, "Oh, I like to do whatever craft, because
Yeah.
it's faster. I just want to get in, get it done, and get out." And I don't know. I like the
It's so
motion.
it's so
Yeah.
meditative.
Yes.
It gives me such comfort.
Yeah. So this is done on silk gauze, which I just might be I've never been super tempted by silk gauze, but this chart really tempts me, even if I do have to fill in all that nonsense in the center.
Now, there is at the moment a shortage of 40 count silk gauze. We have a bit of it left.
Teeny.
Yes,
Yeah, a few pieces. Yeah.
Some. And Sandy will mount it. We're keeping it unmounted until we get orders for it so that we can try to serve as many people. And then, but this is the other piece that she did from this antique sampler. And this has a nice verse too. Read that.
Yeah. Methinks it is a token of healthy and gentle characteristics when women love to sew, especially as they are never more at home with their hearts than while so occupied. Oh, that's really nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's really nice. This morning as I was getting ready to come, I was watching Floss Tube, and I was watching, not just like listening, oh, forgive me, Susie Reno. And Susie's moving. She sold her house, she's moving, and she has her grandmother's treadle sewing machine.
Oh.
That was given to her, and it's in her entryway, and she was like, let's see what's in the drawers. And my grandma, wasn't that cool?
And she did it while you were watching?
Yeah, she looked through the drawers, and there was old bobbins and all the little bits and parts. And my grandmother sewed on a treadle machine, and she made beautiful things on the treadle machine. And that was such a great memory to see her going through that little machine, and it was just fun. So this is something, this love of handiwork has just been handed down through generations. So if you want to see that, check out Susie Reno's Floss Tube.
I want to see it.
Yeah, it's a really kind of cool.
The linen model, that is a Nathaniel Hawthorne verse. And the silk gauze model, it comes from the Ladies' Work Table book. It's a quote from that book.
Oh, cool. So I love that when the designers take an antique and then they just make it their own and make it neat.
Instead of just reproducing it, they do other things.
Yes,
like
representation. Yeah. Which is fun too. I mean, reproductions are awesome, but when they do their own little thing, that's really cool too.
And we have to send it back. We have to send it.
Yeah.
So that's why it was critical that we get this video done today.
We have a deadline.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
All
Let's see. Coming up, what's next?
This is Queen of the May. And there's been a lot of discussion about linen. Well, these are the colors, first of all.
Okay. Now the Queen of the May is the annual limited edition, right? No,
not this one.
So not this one.
Not this one.
Okay, it's the annual release by Hands Across the Sea, and every year she releases a chart to celebrate the Queen of the May. And since May was kind of a goofy month with the pandemic, and
she couldn't get it framed, she couldn't get it printed, the booklet, so there were lots of roadblocks.
Lots of roadblocks, which we have all been experiencing over the last few months. Anyway, these are the colors, and I believe the chart is also charted for 103, right? 103 and the Versoix. I love that dark purple.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful? And so tell us about that.
Well, the linen that I have these skeins resting on is a 5360, or some people say 63. I haven't stitched on it yet to know, but it's a brand new linen that isn't even in this country yet. This is a sample that I received, and Nicola also received a similar sample, and she put it next to her antique, and it matches it perfectly.
Oh, perfect.
And the antique was also stitched on a 5260 or 5360 linen, so 5250 or so. It's 50. It's a little bit different, but anyway, it's an uneven weave linen, and it will be very close reproduced on this linen. But I've had several people have seen Nicola talk about it on her videos, and they've ordered it. I just want everyone to know that you have to have patience, because it has not been even shipped yet.
Yeah, it's not in the country.
So I'm not sure how long that will take, but it'll be worth waiting for because this is magnificent linen.
Yeah, it hasn't been shipped to the distributor. Not the distributor. It's still somewhere. France? Does it come from France or?
I don't know.
Comes from somewhere.
I think Italy.
Italy.
But I'm not sure.
Somewhere not here. And
but we
do have other options.
This is what count? Wayfarers Club.
Oh, Wayfarers Club is 38,
I
believe. Oh, I took the bags over to the other side.
Yes.
Yeah, it's either a 37 or a 38.
But if this linen matches the antique perfectly, then so does this.
Yeah, because look at that. Look how close that is. And it's kind of it's not gray and it's not beige. It's kind of a grayish.
And here is another one.
That's
a woven sedge.
45 count.
45 count.
So there's a count for everybody. There's a count for everybody. If you want a 36-ish, 36 to 40 count. This guy, this is 45 and 52-ish.
Now I will also be doing, to the best of my ability with the colors available, a Swasserfine conversion. And I already have started it, but I don't have all of the Swasserfine in yet. But I'm thinking that I'm going to be using some Tudors because some colors are not there in the Swasserfine.
Yeah, it's much more limited palette, the Swasserfine is. So we do. So we would only ask that if you would like to order all of this and the charts and the silk, just realize that there's going to be some lead time. It just has to be, because we don't.
The charts will be here.
Yeah,
and
the charts will be here.
If you want to read your chart and drool over it until we get the supplies, we're happy to send it to you because the charts will be here. But I'm not sure when the linen will be here. And we've ordered the silks. And they will
this linen we have, the Wayfarer's cloak, the woven sedge. No problem. We have that. It's the small linen, the 52.
Now let's put the colors on this color linen. Because this is 2 new colors. They're really actually not very new because they're similar to, this is Sycamore Seed Pod.
Right.
And this is
Foxtail
Millet.
Right. So Access, the company that distributes these, they have a different name for every color. But the colors, see? So if you are loving the Sycamore Seed Pod, but you are wanting to stay on a more traditional count, then here's 38 count.
38 count, and this is
Fuller's Teasel. What is that? What is a Fuller's Teasel? Can somebody just let us know? Do you know what that is? No.
We should have looked it up before we started this video.
Google. So will somebody please Google that and just put in the comments below what that is? We just want to stitch on it.
And then there's Foxtail Millet, which is the 45 count. That's
really
beautiful linen.
It's very soft.
Yes.
Somebody was in the shop and they had stitched on it and they said it was very easy to see. So that's beautiful. I love that. And I love 38 count. It's pretty close to 40. It's a little more body, but one strand, you go to town. So
no more 2 strands.
No, ever.
I
can't remember last time I did put 2 strands in a needle.
Oh, I forgot to say that I did a silk conversion for the sampler of the month. Is that surprising?
No.
Yes,
no.
I forgot to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a silk conversion for that. So as sampler of the month, if you want to order the linen, the 2 of the 3 parts, there's the chart, the linen, and the silks. The discount does not apply to cotton or DMC. So if you want to order the chart, the linen, and the silks, or just 2 of those parts, there'll be a 15% discount.
And there will be a newsletter soon, which with the details in it. I was hoping to finish it this weekend, but that didn't happen. So it's getting there. And that will have the details in it also.
Okay. Cool. So lots of fun new fabric. And then
Here you go.
If you guys want to see Jean like get excited, just open up a box of some 55 count linen, and then she just like a little kid at Christmas.
This is just came in from Australia. It's Fox and Rabbit's 55 count hog bristle, and what we thought was interesting because it came with 36 count hog bristle.
This is the 36 count hog bristle, which I love.
And I love this.
Look at this, and it's the same, but the fabrics are so different that they take the dye. It's the exact same dye. They just take the dye a little differently. I love that color.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait to do something.
Yeah.
And
Go home right now. Start tonight.
okay. After the video,
Right.
you can help me pick out a project.
Oh, anything would be.
I think it'd be pretty with red.
Mm-hmm. Very beautiful. Very beautiful.
Like, well, we'll find one.
Anna Omen.
Yes, that's just what I was
Is
thinking.
that what you're
That's
thinking?
just what I was thinking.
Anna Omen would be
Um,
beautiful on that.
but then I have to tell everyone that Fox and Rabbit is doing the attic a great honor. They're making a linen that they were thinking about the attic. Well, I guess when they named it, that's what they told me. And it's called Up in the Attic. And I've ordered it in all counts. And I told them that I was having a special event in August because they're waiting for shipments from Zweigart in Germany, and shipments are a little bit slower these days.
Yeah,
They're getting better.
Yeah, it goes
They're getting
from
better.
Germany to Australia,
and then here.
and then here.
And so I've ordered that in every count that is made.
Oh,
So-
cool. So we'll feature it as soon as we get it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Speaking of summer school,
Yes.
summer school's on. We're doing it. It'll be scaled less people.
Yes, we have less people, and we have a huge room. It's a ballroom that can seat 250 to 300 people, classroom style or theater style. I can't remember.
Schoolroom style, she said.
Okay.
Like where there are tables and chairs, but we're not doing that.
We're having two styles of table, depending on what you like. A 5-foot round, or the schooly type, she called them. They're 6 feet by 18 inches.
Right. So on the 6 feet one, if you want to be 6 feet away from somebody, you can each sit at an end, and you'll be six
Right.
feet. So we think that we'll easily be able to social distance with the reduced numbers that we have,
Right.
and
Right.
um,
Right.
so
It's exciting.
Yeah,
And
I'm excited to see Stitches again. We've missed.
Right, we miss them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there are a few spots available. So send me an email if you're interested.
Yeah, Jean will see. She's watching the numbers really closely because of what she's going through. She just has to be really careful. But probably can't spend a lot of time there.
No, I'll maybe be at the podium briefly because it's such a huge room that I can be away from everyone. But I can't come and stitch with everybody and hang out
Yeah.
unless, I don't know,
Yeah.
unless they get a vaccine in August. Okay, I can.
That's a great. You can hope.
I'm such a Pollyanna.
Yeah, you're like, yes, they're gonna have it. Vaccine.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's summer school, so that's really exciting to have summer school on the calendar. We're looking forward to having everybody come from all over. And let's see, what else? Anything else before we flip the camera?
Well, we can talk about it over there when we go over there. But there's a linen that I have over there on the table, and it was originally dyed in Australia by someone else. The friend gave it the recipe to Fox and Rabbit, and they're dyeing the same color, and it's going to be called
Billabong.
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 It was formerly called Camouflage,
Yeah.
but now the new name is Billabong.
Billabong. And she said it would be pretty soon.
Yes, relatively soon.
Yeah, relatively soon. So
Which is really exciting because I'll show you over there, but it was the linen that I chose for this beautiful sampler, Eliza Hills. and the silks just radiate on that linen.
I was just looking at it, and they just shine.
So, it's, and I used Beths Rollups, and maybe this might be a record, because this is I stitched this sampler in the early 2000s. I can't quite remember when, on 32 count Belfast with a veer swab.
I'm sure it's gorgeous. I'm sure it's very beautiful.
It is. But so then I love it so much, the sampler, so I wanted to stitch it again. I never do
twice,
that. No. But I made it sampler of the month again in 2010, and that's when I used the camouflage and the Beths Rollups. And now they're going to dye it in 55 count for me, so I might have to start it a third time.
Do it.
It's such a beautiful sampler, though.
It is very beautiful. Yeah, Eliza Hill.
This, you look. Oh, sorry.
You're right.
Yeah, I did good. This is it.
But do still have copies.
Yes, but wait till you see it on the other linen.
Woo! Anyway, it's really pretty. It's very shiny. That's what Tanya she finished hers.
Right.
It's in to be framed. When it's all framed, we'll show you a picture.
Yes.
Very beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna flip the cameras around, and we have new starts, new charts.
Yes.
And new starts, and some things that have come in that we've been waiting a really long time for,
and some conversions.
Some conversions.
Some new conversions.
Some new conversions. So anyway, all right, we'll see you on the flip side. Oh, those colors are so pretty,
aren't they?
Yeah. So this is a new.
Oh, I love
We have a couple new conversions. This is Faith, Hope, Peace, and Love by Teresa Kogut. It was released at Market, and this is our conversion. Oh,
love those colors.
Yeah. She calls for straw, which we can get, and we also have some 36 count sand dune by Lakeside, which is gorgeous on. We currently, that's the only color we have in the Lakeside. The only count. We have the 36 count. We don't have the 40 count or the 46. We can order it. We've been getting good shipments from Lakeside, and we can get anything that you order. You just have to know that if we're ordering it, it will be it'll be a minute. It'll be a wait. But look at it on the vintage country sand dune.
Country mocha.
Vintage country sand dune.
a new color.
It's a new color. No, vintage country. I think it's beautiful on that.
It is. Absolutely.
And that linen is very easy to get. So, for now, or straw from Weeks.
Yes.
So,
yes.
There's lots of choices.
Speaking of Teresa Kogut.
Oh, speaking of Teresa,
she did something really wonderful for the shops in May. She and her husband wanted to do something to help the brick and mortar shops during the lockdown, shutdown, whatever. And so she designed 18, I think it is, PDF sweet little designs, and they're downloadable on her site, and I think they're $7. And what she did was, each time she had a new design, she drew on the name of a shop, one of her customers, and the attic was fortunate to be one of the recipients of the draw, and this is called I Heart Prims. And isn't that sweet?
So sweet.
Oh,
so cute. Guess what count it's on, everybody?
56.
56 count. Cocoa or mocha?
Yes, one of those.
Sure. Okay.
And I just was picking colors from my stash because Teresa had used a little bit more rusty color, and I wanted a little bit more red because I love red.
It's very beautiful.
And I'm going to, excuse me, I haven't stitched the J and the L yet because I'm going to make those a little bit different color for JL.
Yeah, I love that idea. That's a great idea.
Sorry. Okay.
That's so go
Isn't
to Teresa's website and
Yes.
download some of her patterns that are
The PDFs.
benefiting brick and mortar shops. PDFs. This one called I Heart Prims benefits attic needlework.
And she sends us a check once a month for the proceeds from the sale, the
That's
profits.
so nice.
I know, and this will happen for 6 months. She'll be doing this.
So kind.
Isn't
Thank you,
isn't
Teresa.
that kind?
Yeah, it really is. It's not necessary.
So very thoughtful.
Wow. And then, let's see.
Speaking of Teresa.
Ooh, speaking of Teresa, look at this. This came out and we all went a little bonkers over it. Land that I love. So, of course, we had to do a silk conversion.
Now, she shows it on tin roof. We have some tin roof, but we also have
Slate.
this beautiful slate from Fiber on a Whim.
It's very pretty.
Isn't it beautiful? Oh,
I love that conversion. Wow, look at those blues and the reds. They're lovely.
So on 4th of July, are you going to stitch this?
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
Start on the 4th of July? Because,
Yes.
we stitch with the holiday, not
Right.
for the holiday.
Oh, yes.
Always. So that's new. And then we were talking earlier about Jean's Eliza Hills. And here it is.
So this fabric, I'm showing you this
Wow.
again now because
That's
this fabric
such
soon will
great
be
fabric.
available
Yeah.
again.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Aren't they? Isn't that gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just love it.
Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, we have a few more charts. Okay, and then
We did another conversion.
we did another conversion,
Oops.
and this is Token of Love, and we finally got the little boxes in, and these are the you stitch the design, and it's over 1 on 28 count.
Or over 2 on 56 count.
Chalk, right? You're all so surprised, I know.
And
There's
this is,
oh, that's really pretty.
isn't that pretty? This
Yeah.
is the Vintage Country Mocha in 28 count, which is lovely to stitch over 1 on. I've done it on 36 count and on 40 count. And
Oh, 28 would be a breeze.
Yeah, 28.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
And
Then the little, we forgot to turn them upside down. You take the drawer out
and you have
and
to
you
turn
flip
them
it
upside down.
Yeah, because
Because it's really supposed to be.
yeah, that's
This
really
is
the
the
bottom.
bottom. Oh, isn't she clever?
Isn't that clever?
Oh,
And then you can paint it whatever color.
right.
I think hers is brown, but if you didn't want it to be brown, you could paint it white or go crazy. Do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
Oh, I just brought this because last time we showed
our Gigi starts.
Gigi starts. This is Jane Southward, which I had forgotten how beautiful it was. And so I had always intended to get down to the flower.
Oh, look at you go.
And so I thought, okay, I'll try it. And so I got it down to the flower. And then I went on to something else again.
That's very beautiful.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I know. I love this sampler.
That's really lovely. Because I think when I've seen that before, I'm not sure I even noticed the flower. I noticed the house and the pretty flowers in the border, but wow.
Just think how pretty it'll be when the flower is all stitched.
Gorgeous. And then this is my start, what I've been working on.
I just love this.
I converted it in the attic. I'm sorry about the chart. I was in a plastic bag. You know those bags with the plastic front? They destroy your charts, just so you know. In the heat, everything's hot here. I love this.
I just love the border because it reminds me of one of my very favorite samplers, Plantation Sampler. It had a very gently curving border like that with roses on it, and this reminds me of it. And
yeah,
it's really a beautiful sampler.
I tweaked one of the reds. I'll have to tell you what I did to tweak it, so you can tweak the conversion, because there wasn't quite enough difference. Right there. So I took out red fox and put in terracotta, and it looks great.
It's really beautiful. Look at these cute little birds.
Oh, do you love the little birds? I love the bright blue. At first, I was a little nervous about it being so bright, but that was the color she used in the cotton, so I just went for it, and I love it.
It's really beautiful.
It's very fun to stitch, and it's pretty quick. For me, you know, I'm not a fast stitcher, but the motifs, you can sit down and do a motif in a night or two, and that makes you feel like you've got stuff done. So I'm really enjoying stitching on that. I put it away for a while to do some patriotic stuff, but I'm ready to get back to it. So, new chart alert. Oh my gosh.
When I first saw this, I just swooned over it. I loved this. And so I couldn't, it was a club piece for another shop at first, and I emailed Linda Danielson of Samples Remembered right away and said, when is this chart going to be available to the world? And she said, in July. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I shouldn't touch it.
That's okay. They can see how cute it is.
And this is, I love how she photographed it lying on her sampler antique, her antique sampler. But that row of houses, isn't that cute?
It's so adorable.
I think somebody brought it to Sedona.
Melanie.
Okay, yes.
She was working on it.
Okay, that's when I saw it. That's when I went crazy. So I've been waiting patiently since February. Well, not so patiently, but
but waiting, whether you wanted to or not.
So then I had to start it.
There it is, on 52 count linen, 56 count linen. What we'll call it, Confederate Gray, maybe.
Yes.
Wow.
This is Confederate Gray also, the model, Linda's model.
Wow.
And these are the rooftops. And these are the trees, and they still need few leaves, and they need a trunk. But anyway, you get the idea.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I just love it. I love it.
It's really, really pretty. So, okay, there you go. And that's not very big. I mean, that would go together pretty quickly. Sometimes I think people are like intimidated to do a big sampler.
Yes.
So something like this, which is small.
Yes.
Have at it. And
then find a nice finisher to make it into a roll. Linda gives really good instructions, but not for me.
I think Beth already finished. She finished Melanie's, so she already knows how to do it.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah. So those are all our starts. Okay, for our short little walkabout today, we are going to show you our front table. And a lot of these charts we showed last week in our video, but Beth came and put our table together. She always does such a fabulous job. She's so talented that way. And she has made a couple of we do have, in fact, we'll walk back there. We do have some more roll-ups. These are her patriotic ones, and wallets. Here, can you open up that wallet, the little patriotic wallet? Now, project bags, this is our only project bag, and Beth and Joel are in the mobile home off gallivanting, so we won't have any more until after the summer. But these are, we have 2 of these wallets left that have a little Ort bag and a place to hold your scissors.
Isn't that cute?
So cute. So we'll walk back there and see the other ones that she has. And these are one of a kind, and she just made 1 or maybe 2, so it's the first come, first serve. If anybody's interested in a bag or a roll-up from Beth. And then on our table, we have some smalls. We have the smalls. The Chessie and Me smalls, like the one that says Liberty, and these little guys back here, they're coming. I know some of you have ordered them from our last video, and they're on their way. So,
isn't that cute? Oh,
it's really cute. And that cute little blackbird. The blackbird, Uncle Sam. Hats off to Uncle Sam. And then here's some Scarlet House. The patriotic.
Yeah, Scarlet House has it.
Yeah.
Scarlet House and Priscilla's Pocket and Midsummer Night Designs and
Linda Vincent Needle Made
Designs and
they're all
also there are a few from Needlework Press.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the flag roses in July.
Yes.
Oh, this is also Scarlet House and her Americana town. And she uses those darling little boxes by LaHaye's. We don't have any in stock. And some cute fobs. So that okay, I wanted to show you some of Beth's new roll-ups that we have. So down here we have, and they come with a wallet, a matching wallet. So there's French General. If you would like any of these, you know what would really help? If you could take a screenshot and then circle the one that you want. These are so cute. Look at the sewing one. She has it in white and in black. Navy, green. The red ones are French General fabrics. And then I'll walk around to the back. Ooh. There's some Laurel Birch fabric and some floral fabric, black and white, acorns and paisley and cherries. And the sewing, and the green ones. So the prices on these are $38 for the roll-ups. And hang on, let's see if I can. Sorry about that. It's a little wiggly. $38 for the wallet. Before we go, we just want to let you know we have a little bit of housekeeping. And one is
4th of July hours. We're going to be closed on Friday, July 3rd. And that's a federal holiday. And then Saturday, July 4th, of course. And then, of course, Sunday. And we're always closed on Monday. So I'm so happy because the staff is going to get a nice 4-day weekend.
We're going on a little staycation.
Yes, you need it. Everybody's been working so hard, really, really hard. And so it comes at a good time.
Yeah. So we're usually open for appointments for shopping Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So this week, Thursday only appointments. Then we're closed the rest of the weekend. But next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, if you want to come shop. So it's been fun to see those of you who live here and actually those of you who travel to see us. That's been so nice that people have traveled to come and see us even during this time.
Yes.
And the other housekeeping is email ordering. And I feel like I need to apologize for if it's taking a little bit longer than you expected it to take. But
We're doing the best we can.
And I appreciate a little nudge. You know, like hey, you know, let me check, because chances are I've been working already on your order, but I'm waiting for a fabric or a silk or a something, and I may not have let you know that, and so just a little nudge. That's okay. I'm totally fine with that.
Yes.
With a little nudge. And one thing that helps is, here's my attic order. Number 1, Land That I Love chart. Number 2, silk conversion, or you know, the chart, silk conversion, and 46 count slate. And number 2, you know, the token of love. Number 3, that really helps to have it numbered 1, 2, 3. And we love reading how much you love the videos, and we love that you're concerned about Jean, all of those things. But if your order is part of a big long paragraph, sometimes I can't see it.
Or in multiple emails also. If you can do something to help us like that, that would make it a little bit easier. And
and specifics. You have no idea, like, what's specific in your head when we open the email, like Please substitute shale linen.
What count? What count?
What count? How much? What's it for? Do you want to substitute it with 8 o'clock? Like, what? So
Sometimes
those,
the details are
yeah, the devil's in the details.
right.
Right?
Yes.
The devil's in the details and the fortune's in the follow-ups. So so we will work on our follow-up if you will work on your details. How's that? That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Have a wonderful 4th of July.
yes, enjoy your family. Have fun. If you're living in a state where you can get out and see things or go somewhere, have a good time. Have a good time. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy 4th of July.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.